Hey guys, welcome to Brick System Brothers. I'm Nathan Masters. I've got the Creator roller coaster set here to look at today. I think this is officially called the Pirate roller coaster. And this is from late 2018 if I remember correctly. So I was able to grab this at Walmart on clearance and I thought it wouldn't be around very long, but I've actually seen it still on the shelves. So this has been at $72 at Walmart for a while, and it is a 900 piece set. So definitely worth grabbing this if you are looking for below that 10 cents per piece price point. And there are some good pieces in here, so it is worth it to grab that on clearance if you can. As far as the model itself goes, there's definitely just loaded with play features here, and that's because it is a creator set. And so actually the first thing I do want to look at here is on the box where we have our alternate models. And so the main model is the roller coaster, which is assembled here, but then there are two alternate models, like I said. These are probably not going to use 100% of the pieces, but we are looking at kind of a back and forth, what is this called, like a seesaw kind of. I mean, it's got the same pirate theme going as well, and then the other one is this circular track with the skull, kind of like a roundabout roller coaster. So pretty good utilization of the track elements here that we've got. Of course, the standard now for these track elements is actually the large Creator roller coaster that is belt driven and has the loops and the turns, and there's a lot going on with that one, but that model is I think around $300, so not everyone's going to be able to get that, and that's why LEGO has reduced the price for a smaller version, not motorized, and I don't really see a good way to motorize this one, so I would just count on this being a push-along deal. And the action we get there is pretty good. We do have this hill that goes up underneath the skull, and then it rounds this bend on the back at a level, kind of a level curve, and then it goes in between the sail and the deck of this old sunken pirate ship and falls down to the splash bar, which is a nice gravity activated mechanism at the bottom, and then it does have enough momentum to get up back to the loading track over here. And then kind of over here at our main ticket booth, we do have quite the elaborate setup. There's a little tree, a turnpike, there's a place to buy the tickets right there. It's kind of dangerously close to the track, but we're not going to worry about that. And then there's even a castle tower that goes up above the track with controls in here, as well as a door to keep out the people who might want to prank the roller coaster and crank it up to 11. So we are able to shut the vandals out, thankfully. But as far as who's going to be riding this roller coaster, we do have a couple minifigures included. I'm missing the pirate guy, which I believe is the operator, but the other three minifigs are here. 5 if you count the skeleton, which is just hanging out down by the sunken treasure. So I don't know how you guys count your minifigs, but I don't really consider the skeleton. I guess, sure, why not? 5 minifigs. So yeah, kind of like a little family here, mom, dad, and the son with a basketball torso. Basketball torso is a nice piece to get a hold of. I actually didn't have one of those till I grabbed this set. There are a couple other mini models here. We've got this cannon with some train wheels, so those are nice on there. It's a really compact little cannon. I think it's supposed to go up here with like some water or something. You just take them out. And then the balloon cart for when little Timmy here wants to get his party balloon, successfully completing his day on the rides, and hopefully he doesn't float away into oblivion. But so yeah, that's about it for the Creator Pirate roller coaster. I will take you guys around here and give you some close-ups. On the back is this octopus, and the octopus is actually making use of these new ball joints. They're not super new, but they haven't been around forever. And I heard a rumor that LEGO has made a couple of sets where these ball joints could have been better colors and it would have looked better in the set. But the tolerance is apparently so tight on these ball and socket joints that if they molded it in a different color, the tolerance would change, and so they'd have to get a new mold. And I don't know how accurate that is, but LEGO is known for their high performance machining, and I'm inclined to believe it. So I'm happy with dark gray and light gray at the moment. We'll see what they can do in the future. You are going to get some nice orange fish pieces, so not a whole lot of those. We've got a red crab hanging out at the bottom over here. And the boat build is actually pretty decent. It's based on these ball and socket joints at the bottom, like I said, and then some clips and bars up towards the top, and that locks it all into place pretty securely. The other thing with this build is the light azure color that I like to call sky blue, and you're going to get several tiles and a few plates in that light sky blue color, and then you just get a huge dump of these dark azure 2x2 round bricks as well. So if you need those for something, there are quite a few in here. I don't remember how many right off the top of my head, and this box does not have a part count on it anywhere that I can see. Really sturdy base, actually. It is easy to pick up from either end. I usually transport it by the diagonals under the main base over here, and then this kind of T-section. It's been a little while since I built it, but I remember the build process was also very smooth in terms of bringing everything together. So some Technic components locking things in on the corners and the base, and then a layer of plates on the top and bottom of the bricks along the whole base just to lock everything in place, and that does a really good job of holding this. Even if you get a little bit of a torque on there, it doesn't want to come apart really easily. Yeah, so one final note with this set is the dark red masonry bricks, which are a prize piece, as many can attest. If these show up in like a pick-a-brick wall at a Lego store, I would pretty much guarantee they'll be gone within 2 days. That's just how popular these pieces are. They are really nice for making modular MOCs, and just the texture on these bricks, I think, has made them really popular. And everyone wishes Lego would put these in more sets, officially, of course, but I'll take what I can get, and there are several dark red ones here. So at some point, I will probably be stealing these out of this, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this little review video before those end up missing. So there is a camera feature here to get your picture taken, and like I was mentioning before with the water jets here, that's actually just got a little tripper function right underneath the track, and as this cart goes down over that trip, there's enough weight on this counter block to lift up these little, hopefully they're splashes and not blue flames of fire, because that would just take this whole thing to another level. So I guess the last thing to do is to put the characters on here and take them for a spin. Get them loaded up. I don't know if the safety inspectors have been around to this particular coaster yet, but there are not any safety bars that drop into place. So we're just going to have to hope that they can hold on. Hey look, it's Timmy back from the dead. And these coasters have been designed to accommodate minifigures with the kid legs that don't bend, so that's good. He probably got some nasty head trauma from the swinging skull, but maybe it's made of styrofoam. We'll just hope that is made of styrofoam. So yeah, does really good with the minifigs on it. It could use, I guess it could use a little extra push through the skull to get around that corner. And I think my tracks are a little bit dusty as well, so it's probably not quite as fluid as the brand new set would be. It's getting a little caught up on this as it goes through, but I do have all 3 cars loaded, which might be making a difference. As far as the operation of the cars go, it's really smooth. There is a new piece in these. Well, technically, it's a couple years old now because these are 2018 sets, but that hasn't really worked its way into any other builds or sets yet because it's pretty specific to these roller coaster cars. Whereas I've actually seen these tracks in a lot of other sets not being used specifically for the roller coaster. The last place I saw these was in a Speed Champion set where it's kind of a start grid line structure as well. So these tracks have some pretty good uses outside of just roller coasters, but they were specifically designed for these carriages, or the carriages were designed for the tracks, vice versa, and they work really well. There's a good rolling action, and it's actually got a little bit of a gripping mechanism so that it doesn't just lift right off the tracks. There's a bit of a trick to getting these cars off, which involves kind of like racking it on like so, and then the locking is actually friction mechanism in between the two pins there. Alright, that's about it for the Pirate Roller Coaster, guys. I know this set is a little bit older, but I did want to take a look at it, share my thoughts, and if you have this, hopefully you've enjoyed it. I think in the end this will probably end up being a parts pack for me, but I have enjoyed it while it's been built. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Brick System Brothers.